Hello, Cancer. This is Michelle, and I'm here to do your September 2021 tarot reading. This month we are using the Smith-Waite Tarot Deck Centennial Edition, and it is a reproduction of the original deck created by Pamela Coleman Smith. I'm also going to bring in some cards from the Tarocchino Bolognese by Giuseppe Maria Metelli. That is also a reproduction deck by Il Meneghello. I am going to this month, I'm starting my readings out with an intention, and it is because we're just simply facing so many difficulties in the world today. There's just so much uncertainty all around the globe at this time. And so my intention is to bring in messages of hope and encouragement related to what you are going through, Cancer, right? And so that is what we are looking for, messages of hope and encouragement. I want to acknowledge, for those of you that are going through difficult times right now, I'm really sorry about that. It is really, it's very trying. And, but we are going to seek hope and encouragement through this reading with the tarot. Okay, so this reading is for my Cancer friends. For my Cancer friends, let's go ahead and take a look for the sign of Cancer. And Six of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Let's keep that out. It may come in straight up. It is sort of a suggestive of the Mercury retrograde, but we'll get into that if it comes up. Let's take a look. Well, we have the sun coming in for you. Okay, Cancer, that's beautiful to see. To start out, the Four of Rods. Okay. The Six of Pentacles. Actually, I'm going to put that here. I know a lot of readers put it at the bottom, but I like it at the top. And the King of Wands. Wow. I'm a little surprised at the energy coming through, and I'm very happy about this energy, let me say. Because, I mean, just to start out, of course, I wanted to acknowledge how difficult things are. So what I'm going to say, Cancer, is I feel that many of you have been the strength and the light for other people. All right, so this is what I am picking up. You have been the strength and the light, just shining through. I do feel there's a question perhaps about how, let me put it this way, how or when things are going to reach a conclusion. Okay, that's kind of general. Well, it's very general, but that's what I'm picking up from the Four. How are we going to reach a conclusion? I mean, meanwhile, I am going to do what I can to support others. Boy, that is so, I have to say, it's so commendable, completely resonates with one of the other themes that I have been considering over this past month, which has to do with deriving strength not only by taking care of ourselves and our families, which is so important. It's just a number one priority at this time, but also finding opportunities to support and strengthen others when those opportunities arise. It could be something very small, a small kindness, a listening ear, something of that nature, being extra compassionate or understanding. This is what I'm picking up from your reading. And so there's a balance there between concern for the self and concern for what others are going through. I think this is a path towards feeling better, towards gaining strength. Indeed, even the Six of Pentacles suggests the same message. The idea of helping others when the opportunity arises, showing a kindness to others, while at the same time making sure that our own needs are met. There is an equilibrium that can be reached, and looking for those two paths to follow. And I can see you doing that. Maybe not even consciously. You might just be just doing it. I'm taking care of my family. I'm taking care of me. I'm thinking about other people and what their needs are. I'm doing what I can. This is all very, very, I think, strengthening during this difficult time. I feel also, I'm just picking up from the King, the idea of being open to experiences. Wow, this is beautiful, beautiful to see. And I think that this can also be a source of strength at this time, when so many people are going through difficulties, is to understand that, and I'm not saying that you should understand, what I'm picking up from the reading is the sense of comprehending or understanding that there's a need to just be open to what is going to occur and not shut down or close down. That doesn't really sound very consistent for Cancer. I know Cancer is more prone to kind of like, latch onto things. We know that about Cancer, right? I'm going to latch onto this. But maybe there's been some evolution in that area, and there could be a process that you're going through where you're learning or understanding that, well, if I just let that go, if I'm just open to a new experience, this is going to help me to feel better. That's what I'm picking up for you, Cancer. The 10 of Pentacles coming in. All right, always suggestive of family ties, family support, things of that nature. And now we have the Knight of Cups, which is just simply my favorite card in the deck, right? And so just straight up suggesting that there is going to be some good news for you coming in. All right, it's really going to lift your spirits or relieve some tensions. And here is the Star. My goodness. All right, this reading is just couldn't be clearer. It's just, for those of you that are resonating, here it is. It's this idea of reaching out to help others, to give what you can when you can, as a means of understanding what everything is really about right now. What is the point or the purpose of everything that we are going through? And for some of us, it can be an understanding that if I can help someone in some small way, that this is going to bring meaning to my experience. Wow, it's beautiful to see. And I want to say thank you. Thank you, Cancer, for bringing that energy into the world, an energy that many of us are just learning about. And based on this reading, what I'm picking up is that you're there. You're there. The Knight of Wands coming in, all right? This also brings in the idea of when we help others, we have a sense of mission in life and purpose. Again, this does not have to be even something really major. It can be something on a simple scale. Some of you may want to help in bigger, larger ways, like in volunteering in some way. But it can be something very, very small as well. Again, the idea of, listening to a friend maybe who's not going, who's perhaps experiencing a difficulty or something. It's like I'm picking up again this mission of bringing positive energy into this world at this difficult time. Now we have the Page of Cups. My goodness. All right. So far, I have to say, everything is so beautiful and positive in this reading, Cancer. Again, it's like it's a big thank you. Okay, it's a big thank you because I am again picking up this sense of, I'm going to do what I can in this scenario and situation to bring about the best good that I can and to touch people in whatever positive way that I can. This can be people that are very close to you, like immediate family, even, or family, even in a broader sense. And it could also be friends, acquaintances, people that you work with, or a community at large. It can, it can be in any of those areas. And now we have the Five of Wands coming in. And so suggesting to me that you are going to fight the good fight. All right. There's absolutely no quitting for Cancer. I'm picking up the sense of I'm not going to give in. I'm not going to give in to any sort of negativity that is surrounding me. I'm going to continue to fight. I'm going to continue to bring in the light and to be the light at this time. And so I'm not saying that this is easy or that there isn't like a struggle, okay, to do this at this time. But what I am saying is, what I am picking up from this reading is that you are doing it and you are winning. You are not quitting. Okay, and so now I'm selecting a card, 3 cards from the Tarocchino for my Cancer friends. This will be a card for some guidance or additional encouragement. It is the 6 of rods or batons, we might say. It would be wands in this Rider-Waite deck, but okay, that's interesting because I've selected this already numerous times. One thing I'm noticing with this deck, and honestly I cannot see through these cards, but and the way that I'm selecting these cards is I tend to be picking the same cards over and over again. I'm doing this intuitively as I'm sort of moving through the deck, and here we go again. Okay, so I have to laugh because the Knight of Swords is another card that I am picking repeatedly. Last month, the majority of my readings had this card in it. So it's almost like I'm getting the sensation that the deck really has a message of its own for us. And I'm hearing this next card, which is Temperance. Okay, very interesting because that is a theme card for my intentions this month. And so let's take a look at the Tarocchino, messages from the Tarocchino for the sign of Cancer. Now, interestingly, the messages coming through for each sign can be different, even though I'm picking the same card over and over again repeatedly. And so what I'm picking up initially, Cancer, for you is, again, it's kind of repeating this theme that was coming through in the reading. I feel that you are holding things together. You are holding people together. You are holding, let's say, potentially like family together. It could be, again, it could be through work, partnerships, things of that nature. But there is a way in which your approach, attitude, demeanor, consideration is helping people to stick together and to have patience to get through this situation. You're showing a great deal of mental strength. For some of you, it could be that the very strong sense of nurturing is coming through, right? Because that is a Cancer hallmark, is the idea of caring for others. And it could be at this time that you are just almost like intuitively or on a very deep level picking up what it is that people need at this time in order to stick together. That is what I'm picking up. And then we have the idea of balance coming in with temperance here. This is temperance. The idea of balance and the idea that we can both take care of our own personal needs, the needs of our family, our immediate family, closest loved ones, and at the same time, we can also show kindnesses to others. I'm going to add something to that though, because something else is coming through, and it's just it's actually part of that, but it's an emphasis on the idea of caring and nurturing the self in order to keep everything in balance. That's really the message coming through for the September readings, is the concept of balance. Okay, so this is actually beautiful. I'm so happy to see it, Cancer, for you. I want to say thank you so much for being here. It's a pleasure and a privilege to read for you, as always, and I'll see you next time.